My name is Mr. Benjamin Obi. I'm here this morning to take basic science for basic 3 and primary 3. And the topic is adequate or balanced diet. Adequate or balanced diet. Under this topic, the subtopic is meaning of adequate or balanced diet. What is diet? When we talk about diet, diet is all that we consume in a day. Diet simply means the kind of food we eat in a day. Diet is all the meals that we consume in a day. And what is balanced diet or adequate diet? Balanced diet is the food that contains an adequate nutrient that we require in a day. Or an adequate meal is the food that contains all the classes of nutrients in the right proportion. We're talking about an adequate diet. An adequate diet simply means the food that contains all the classes of nutrients in the right proportions. That is, that particular meals that at times your mommy at home will prepare, and it will contain almost all the 6 classes of foods. And what are the 6 classes of food? We have components of an adequate diet. We have carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, mineral, fat and oil, and water. Under the components of adequate diet, we have carbohydrates. And what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate is energy-given food because it supplies energy to the body. And what are the examples of carbohydrates? Some of the examples of carbohydrates include, we have yam is a good example. Potato is a good example of carbohydrate, and rice is also a good example of carbohydrate. So carbohydrate supplies energy to the body. It enables us to carry out our normal daily activities. Then we also have protein. Protein is a body-building food. Protein is a body-building food. It repairs the worn-out tissues and cells in the body. That is the main function of the protein. The main function of protein. Protein helps to repair our worn-out cells and tissues. So it is a body-building food. Example of protein include beans is a good example of protein, and fish is also a good example of protein. There are other examples that you can name. Then we also have vitamin. Under vitamins, vitamin helps to fight against disease and infections. Vitamins helps to fight against disease and infections. What are the examples of vitamin? We have orange is a good example of vitamin. Apple is a good example of vitamin. Mango is an example of vitamin, and pineapple, they are all examples of vitamin. That is including fruits. Almost all the fruits are good examples of vitamins. Then we have mineral. Mineral helps our bones to be strong. It helps our bones to be strong. And most of these food items contain minerals in small quantity. Then we have fat and oil. Fat and oil helps to keep the body warm. Example of fat and oil include granules. Granules is a good example of fat and oil. There are also other examples. Granule oil is a good example. Palm oil is a good example. Butter is a good example of fat and oil. And water. Water helps, it aids in digestion. Water aids in digestion. So under this topic, we talk about planning adequate meal or balanced diet. What does it take for us to plan an adequate meal or balanced diet? 1. Make sure that the meal contains all the essential nutrients needed by the body. Not too much and not too little. That is, it should contain the food in the right proportion. Secondly, heavy food should be eaten in the afternoon, not evening. That is, it is advisable for us to eat heavy food in the afternoon during our lunch period, and not in the evening while going to bed. And not in the evening before going to bed. So it is advisable for us to eat heavy food like pounded yam and melon soup, pounded yam and ogbono soup, and so many others. So it is good, it's advisable for us to eat heavy meal during the day. And ensure not to eat the same meal all through the day. That is, it is not good for us to eat carbohydrates in the food that contain carbohydrates in the morning, food that contain carbohydrates in the afternoon, and food that contain carbohydrates before going to bed. So it is not good for us to eat the same meal all through the day. Some persons will eat rice in the morning, rice maybe during the day they will also eat rice, and before going to bed they will eat rice. Remember that rice falls under carbohydrates. So it is not advisable for us to eat food that contain carbohydrate all through during the day. What are the importance of balanced diets? What are the importance of balanced diets? So the following are some of the importance of balanced diets. The following are some of the importance of balanced diets. One, we have balanced diet leads to a good physical and a good mental health. Balanced diet, if you consume balanced diet, it leads to a good physical and good mental health. That is, the person will look healthy because the person has eaten food that contains almost all the 6 classes of food. Secondly, it helps in proper growth of the body. It also increases the capacity of work. That is, it gives us energy to do our normal daily activities. Balanced diet increases the ability to fight or resist disease. So these are some of the benefits of balanced diet. Examples of planned adequate meal or balanced diet. These are some of the examples of planned adequate meal or balanced diet. That is day 1. Breakfast. During the breakfast, that is in the morning, the person is expected to eat, or you are expected to eat pancake and tea, or you can even take bread and tea. A very light meal in the morning. It is advisable for us to eat a very light meal in the morning, that is during breakfast. It's expected for us to eat a very light meal. Then lunch. During our lunch period, it is expected for us to eat fish, melon soup, and pounded yam with water. I hope your mommy, I know that your mommy usually prepares some of this meal. They usually prepare some of this meal at home. Fish, melon soup, and pounded yam. Then before going to bed, you will eat a very light meal. That is, you can eat white beans and rice with stew and plantain. And you use water. Water is also needed to aid the digestion. Day 2, breakfast, beans cake and pap. Another name for this beans cake is akara, commonly known as akara. Beans cake and pap with water. Then during afternoon period, you are expected to eat fish, melon soup, and pounded yam. Remember, during our lunch period, it is expected of us to eat a very heavy meal. Then dinner, before going to bed, you can eat food like beef and kidney sauce on fried potato with water. So this is a good example of a planned balanced diet. This is a good example of planned balanced diet. Let me recap again. Remember that balanced diet is that food that contains almost all these classes of nutrients in the right proportion. Balanced diet is that meal that contains almost all the 6 classes of food, almost all the classes of food in the right proportion. Practice example. We have what is balanced diet. You are expected to practice this example on your own. Answer this question on your own. What is balanced diet? Mention 3 importance of balanced diet and mention 5 components of adequate meal. Mention 5 components of adequate meal. You are expected to practice this exercise on your own. My name is Mr. Benjamin Obi. You are all welcome to the Better Faith e-learning platform. We get this morning to take basic science for basic 4 and primary 4. And the topic is drawing instruments. The topic is drawing instruments. What is drawing? Or what did you understand by the term drawing? Drawing is the art of putting one's thoughts and ideas into pictures, diagram, sketch, etc. When we talk about drawing, drawing simply means representing objects, pictures, diagrams using pencil. But it becomes more technical when different types of instruments are used in drawing. It becomes more technical when we use different pencils and different drawing instruments. Drawing is also a means of communication. In engineering, they use drawing in communicating. Drawing can be used to represent objects. And what did you really understand by the term drawing instruments? When we talk about drawing instruments simply means those materials or tools used for drawing. The tools for drawing are called drawing instruments. To be able to invent machine, equipment, appliances, etc., you need to have first the knowledge of technical drawing. You need to have the knowledge for you to be able to invent machines, equipment. You must have that idea of a technical drawing. Remember, technical drawing becomes more technical when we use different drawing instruments and different pencils. Technical drawing is a universal language used by technicians, draftsmen, architects, engineers, etc. to communicate among themselves. What are the types of drawing instruments? We have various types of drawing instruments. We have the drawing board. Drawing board, the T-square, the set square, the protractor, the divider and compass, pencil, eraser, sharpener, and French curve. Let me start with the drawing board. Drawing board is a flat wooden material, is a flat wooden surface on which paper is placed while drawing. That is, we use drawing board. We place our drawing paper on top of our drawing board while drawing. Then this is a good example of a T-square. A T-square can either be in metal form or in plastic form. Like the one I'm holding right now is a wooden T-square. It can also be in plastic form. But the one I'm holding right now is a good example of wooden T-square. A T-square is in form of letter T. It has a head and a stop. A T-square is used for drawing horizontal lines and vertical lines. We use T-square to draw horizontal lines and we also use T-square to draw vertical lines. Then we'll have protractor. This is a good example of a protractor. This is a good example of a protractor. We use protractor in measuring angles. Remember, angles are measured in degree. We use protractor in measuring angles ranging from 0 degree to 180 degree. Protractor can also be in plastic form or in metal form. Then we have divider. This is a good example of divider. This is a good example of divider on the board. This is a good example of divider. We use divider to divide lines. We use divider to divide lines. And we also have compass. This is a good example of a compass. A good example of a compass. A compass has two edges. The other sharp edge and a particular edge in which you place your pencil. We use a compass to draw cycle. We use compass to draw cycle. Pencils are used for drawing. We use pencil to carry out our drawing. An eraser, that is eraser, we normally use eraser to clean mistakes while drawing or to clean any error while drawing. Then sharpener. We use sharpener to, I believe most of you have seen sharpener in your math sets. All these drawing instrument and your drawing instrument math sets. We use sharpener to sharpen the edge of a blunt pencil to have a conical shape. Then French curve. We use French curve to draw different type of shapes. French curve, we use French curve to draw different type of shape. We use French curve to draw different type of shapes, so you are expected to know the name of most of these drawing instruments and their applications and their uses. Let me list the type of drawing instrument again. We have drawing boards. Drawing board is used, we place our drawing paper on top of our drawing on top of the drawing board while drawing the T-square to draw vertical and horizontal lines, the set square, the protractor to measure angles, and the divider to divide lines, and compass. We use compass to draw cycle, and pencil. We use pencil to carry out our drawing. An eraser is meant for to clean any mistakes while drawing or any error. And French curve to draw different types of shapes. So we are expected to know the function of each of these drawing instruments. Practice exercise. Practice exercise. What is drawing? 2. What is drawing instrument? 3. List 5 types of drawing. List 5 types of drawing instruments. Let me go through the question again. What is drawing? You are expected to answer this question on your own. What is drawing? What is drawing instrument? List 5 types of drawing instruments. You are expected to go through the note, and you are also expected to answer the practice exercise on your own